with the snail, the newest mob in Minecraft, and honestly, one of the weirdest ideas I've ever come up with. It's slow, slimy, and leaves a trail of green goo behind it wherever it goes. But here's where things get interesting. When you find a snail and it leaves goo on the ground, you can actually collect that goo using a bucket just like water or lava. And once you do that, you now have a bucket of goo. And this is where the fun begins. Because if you right-click on any mob with that goo bucket, it becomes what I'm calling a gooed mob, basically a powered-up version of whatever you just slimed. If you use it on a cow, it turns green, looks slightly grosser, but when you kill it, it drops more leather and beef than usual. Same thing with mobs like zombies. They'll glow faintly green and deal more damage, but also drop more rotten flesh or even rarer items when defeated. So it's sort of a risk-reward system. You can make mobs harder, but you also get better loot in return. I imagine it would look so weird, too, just seeing a bunch of glowing green sheep and cows running around your world. But that's kind of the point. The goo makes Minecraft feel slightly cursed, but also kind of cool. And the snail ties everything together. It's the reason goo exists in the first place. Without it, the whole system doesn't work. So you might actually want to start farming snails for goo, which sounds ridiculous, but actually makes sense in this world. The more snails you have, the more goo you can collect, and the more mobs you can enchant or gooify, or whatever we're calling it at this point. I love how everything just connects naturally without being too complicated. It's gross, it's weird, but it works. And honestly, if Mojang ever added something this strange, I'd be totally fine with it. Because it's not overpowered, it just adds a new little twist to gameplay. Anyway, that's the goo update, the slimy, strange mess that somehow turned into one of my favorite ideas I've come up with so far. But that's all for this one. I hope you enjoyed this weird concept, and if you did, maybe subscribe so you can see what cursed update idea I make next. Alright, that's it. I'll see you next time. And cue the outro.